All right, tonight I wanted to talk about leader length. So there's a lot of videos and stuff out there about leader length, but I do think that it's worth putting on a video. So plain hoochies, I'm going to either go 2 Dodger lengths, which is kind of the standard, or a hair shorter. So that is a hair shorter. So it's basically, I'm running 4 to 5 inch Dodgers, so you could say 2 leader lengths is 8 to 10 inches. I'm going a hair under 8 to 10 inches. I feel like obviously it's going to give more action the shorter that leader length is. So that Dodger is going to kick back and forth. Of course, that kicks back and forth and gives your hoochie in action. So that's a Rocky Mountain Tackle hoochie, something like the Sun Glow or something, but it's on a really heavy leader, which if you're tying your own and not buying them, that heavier leader actually is able, oh, good deal, fish on. It's able to impart more action on your hoochie. So if you're tying your own, stick to a heavy leader. At least 10-pound mono is on double. Sweet, we like doubles. Give me 1 minute and I'll be back to you. Still on there, good deal. There. Did you lose yours?
Yeah. Okay. I still got this one.
There we go. In the boat. So it's actually good that we caught him on this rig, because I can show you another rig. So this is a wiggle hoochie. This is one of my go-tos. It's a Rocky Mountain Tackle Purple Passion. If you watch any of my videos, you've heard me talk about this hoochie. It's really just catches a ton of fish for me. So now, short on a plain hoochie. Now a wiggle hoochie, I'm stepping that up. So this wiggle hoochie is imparting its own action. It's wiggling back and forth, and I actually feel like a shorter action, you're restricting the ability of that wiggle bill to put its own action on. So these, I'm running at least 16 inches, and the wiggle hoochies, I actually like to run the longest. I probably push those out closer to 2 feet. Even 30 inches when I'm using them for trout. If you put them in the water and you look at them, that wiggle bill is pushing it, kind of back and forth behind the Dodger, and I just believe that a longer leader catches more fish. So that's wiggle hoochie. Then the last one I wanted to talk about is spinners. So this is a little lure called a Plankton. It's kind of a micro, little tiny pink hoochie with a tiny little spinner blade. I just started fishing these this year. I bought a couple from Jared Johnson and Rocky Mountain Tackle, and these are phenomenal. I mean, just really amazing lures. In my early season Kokanee video, these did really well. I put one of these in the water all the time. He has 4 different colors. They're really great. But with these spinners, I'm running, my standard is 16 inches. And I'll be honest, my Kokanee mentor that started me Kokanee fishing, he roughly put a 16-inch leader on spinners, anything from a, plain spinner to a spinner hoochie to a spin glow hoochie, you name it. And it works. So you're still getting a little bit of kind of back and forth action from the Dodger, but that spinner blade is able to do its thing. I've noticed if you shorten it up much more, like 12 inches, as it's kicking back and forth, that spinner blade quits spinning. So it's kind of a happy medium of getting it out there far enough that that spinner blade is working. Sweet, we got another fish on. But then still getting a little bit of back and forth action. So just a little bit of information on leader length. So plain hoochies, still on? Plain hoochies, we're going 6-8 inches, 6 to 10 inches, you could say. I'm stepping up with spinners, roughly around 16 is my go-to. And then wiggle bills, I'm going further out. So that Purple Passion Rocky Mountain wiggle hoochie, I'm going at least 20, but closer to 2 foot, or even 30 inches. And that's just do tie different hoochie lengths, especially the plain hoochies. I feel like early season a little bit longer, closer to that 10-inch mark is sometimes a little better for me. And when it's really hot action, it's almost like you can't get short enough. That 6-inch and those kokanee are just going to hammer it. So that's it for tonight. We're going to catch a couple limits of kokanee. The bite is obviously really hot tonight. We're going to put some fish in the boat. I hope this helps, and fish on.